Morning, good people of Husch Blackwell. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Maxfield Caniger. I am the founder and CEO of a nonprofit organization called Kanbe's Markets. Our mission at Kanbe's is to eliminate food deserts, or areas without consistent access to fresh, healthy, and affordable food here in Kansas City. We do that by helping support small mom and pop corner convenience stores in selling that food. Now, at the beginning of the year, we were distributing roughly 6,000 to 8,000 pounds of fresh fruits and vegetables each week. Since the COVID pandemic has kind of taken over, we've had to change up how we do things in order to get as much food to the people who need it as possible. And because of that, we're now distributing right around 100,000 pounds of fresh produce a week. And I can honestly say that that would not be possible without the support of James or JR Montgomery and the team at Husch Blackwell. JR has been with us since the very beginning, helping us do the initial setup paperwork for our 501c3, but he's also been through supporting our unique model against the Missouri Department of Revenue. Or managing different contracts that we've had to use to grow and expand our reach, especially rapidly and during this time. JR really has been with us through it all. And while the importance of having all of those kind of contracts and legal work in place really can't be understated. For me personally, the real value comes in the confidence having somebody like JR to support us provides. I think a lot of startup founders could empathize with this feeling of having to take a step without really knowing where your foot's going to land. And it's just a part of life when you're starting a business, but having the support of JR and of a law firm like Husch Blackwell behind you really gives me the confidence to focus on taking that step and making sure that we find our footing. Because JR has done the due diligence, and that I know that we're protected and that we are doing the right thing. And for that, I couldn't be more grateful. But I also wouldn't be me if in this video I didn't take a moment to also ask you all of something. That being that we have been at Kanbe's very fortunate to have JR's support, but I know that there are so many other organizations out there that could really use that type of expertise. So if pro bono work is not something you've dove into too much, I really encourage you to consider it. And it doesn't have to be at Kanbe's, though we're always open to more help, or even a food-focused organization. There are people trying to make a difference in a lot of different ways, and I'd encourage you to find something that you care about, something that means a lot to you, and help. Especially right now, the world needs a little bit of extra help, and all of you at Husch Blackwell provide a certain skill set, a certain expertise that is hard to come by, and it allows us on the nonprofit end to really focus on the work. And from Kanbe's, that means getting food where it's needed. And like I said a little earlier, we've been able to grow that distribution from the 6,000 to 8,000 pounds a week all the way up to nearly 100,000 pounds a week in just a few short months, because we had the confidence that JR brings to the table. And so I really appreciate his support, and really hope I don't work him too hard going forward, because we really couldn't do what we do without him. So I just want to say thank you all for everything you've done for us, and will continue to do for us and all of the other organizations you've been supporting here in Kansas City. It makes the biggest difference in the world. Thank you.